angle, got my nose.
All right. This is a very focused one on the tail of the other one, which is random and convoluted in its philosophy. Just because you can't recapture the moment. I was having a great conversation before I had to try to recap it. This is about equality, which is one of your favorite subjects and one of mine not. It is something as being a non woman, I don't really get off on equality. In fact, I find it very
A non-woman?
kind of, yeah.
I like that.
Men,
I'm
I
a
think,
non-man?
men, I think, why would a man get into equality? Just to be fair or get more into the confusion of political correctness? Let me just have you start off with, because I need a definition
Okay.
of equality.
If you are a non-man or a non-woman
Just
and
lift your head up a little bit so we can see your
you want to
equally beautiful
and you
face.
want to step into and appreciate the opposite energy that is your reflective reflectiveness in the masculine or the feminine, it becomes a beautiful thing to enhance who you are, because no matter which side you're on, the male or the female, you have a sacred duty in this world to awaken your other half, whatever part of you could slightly be imbalanced. And you might find it as a woman loving a woman or as a man loving a man. And why is this camel flying around like an orbiting
It's
thing?
MTV style.
I'm going to lay back down.
Like
It's easier
this.
to talk like this.
Yeah.
So, you, for me,
Wait, so hold on a second, hold on a second. What does all this have to do with equality?
well,
Oh, you say it has to do with love and
well,
relationships?
equality is good because we we just have to do it. We have to equalize on this world. And if we don't, we're going to remain imbalanced. And so you might be a woman whose female side is imbalanced, or your masculine side. You might be a man whose masculine side is imbalanced, or your feminine side is imbalanced. So you can't be shut off to one side, like, and say, oh, I've got to be a manly man. No, it's good to awaken your whole self. And we have masculine and feminine needs and energies inside of us. And I think that all starts from the moment of conception, that energetically a man and a woman come together and the sperm hits the egg, and it's just like the universe being created. It's something that we need. We need that balance of energy to be tuned, always tuning it. And
Okay, well, I know what it's about. I just was trying to get a statement from you more. I think you reminded me more what it's about. It's just something that I don't really like to dwell on, because I'm always just doing it, and I want people to know that I support equality very much, and
I could give an
I care.
example. Do you want an
I'm in the
example?
middle of I'm in the middle of my statement. Just let me finish one thing. I understand that because of the way history was going and things were developing, the more aggressive, like stronger side of humanity was with the male, and whether they or all of us were collectively suppressing and oppressing the woman's side, I think we just need forgiveness about that, because I think that either side, either gender, could be equally guilty
Yeah.
of being cruel and unfair, and there's ways that we work on just evil and unloving behavior, like dysfunctional. And I think it's so that's equally from men and from women. So I don't want to do the blame game thing. I just want to say that if if it's the woman's idea to come out and be benefited because of equality, then I'm supportive of it. But like I said, it's the devil's in the details kind of thing. There's a lot of very specific things that are going to happen with that. It's not just like a willy-nilly, like everything goes. I'm not about that. When it happens to do with women, it is individualized. So if the individual woman wants to do what she has to do to prove that she can be as strong, as powerful, as accomplished, as successful,
As
at,
free.
at,
As
as
free.
much as a man could be in the light of history. Let's say it's like 1 out of 100 are famous women historically. 99% or more have been the men. But if they want to change that to balance it out, then there's a lot of individual intention there. That it's not just all women all of a sudden all are going to be equal. It doesn't
I
work that
think
way.
an
They have to.
example
Here's
is
the thing. It comes down to if it's you, you're going to prove your equality, or any other woman like Madonna or Hillary Clinton. I'm sorry, Hillary Clinton. Then you're going to have to do enormous amount of effort, just like a man would do to stand out, to get recognition, or to reach that level of success, to be higher. But then it's all about, are you serving the rest of humanity in doing so? Then I would say I'm I'm approving of it. I accept it. I even work with it, especially with you. I mean, why would I be doing anything with you if I wasn't really about equality? I just don't like the other side of equality where some women and other people take advantage of it for political expedience or for their own individual selfish gain. They don't deserve it.
yeah.
Well, what is it? What is their equality about?
What's
Just because you happen to be a woman and now it's this equality movement for women
well,
now.
let
It's
me let
not
me do some
automatic.
examples.
Yeah, give me some
One
examples.
example is if you're of one gender, you could be a man or a woman, either one, and you happen to be more brute or strong, or you have more physical strength, you know, and then you use that physical strength to dominate over the other sex. We see this a lot in society, and not just from men. We can see this from women, because women can throw things, or women can, swing bats or something, and be just as abusive, I'm sure. And then you have people who can use weapons and things like that of destruction. So, but if you have more physical strength and you're using that in a way to dominate over another one, you need a lesson. You need to be taught something. And then if you, for instance, are of one sex and you decide that you're going to have multiple partners, and maybe, not allow your partner to have the same freedom, and then use physical abuse as a way to stop them from doing that, but then yet you yourself think that you deserve that freedom, that's also an issue of inequality. And so we have to look at that. And I think that relationships are in a place on this earth where we're truly awakening from the heart chakra, which is a step. Is that sphere that's grown into a greater sphere, and the heart chakra can do that. It's greater than the physical body. It's greater than the physical just strength of, yeah, maybe you can swing your hammer so strong, but is your heart able to beam out light? Are you able to beam light from your aura and your being as true strength? And I believe that is in Yeshua's message, and that is in maybe Buddha's message, or great prophets and great goddesses and gods of strength that maybe have graced our earth's presence to teach us. And so equality is about coming from the heart and no longer serving who has greater physical strength. And if we can do this on this planet, I have a belief that we can dissolve war, that we can somehow begin to, in our relationships, as we're opening our hearts and working on the heart chakra opening and working on diffusing these issues that cause war, that cause imbalances, that we're going to see the planet change drastically, and it may take time, or who knows, we might blink our eyes and get through it really fast.